I'll tell you the reason I forgave Maggie, and you need to listen to this story because it's so true. I was at the marketplace in Ashfield in 2017 when Theresa May called the election, and I was stood with Gloria Di Piero, who was the Member of Parliament, and she was asking people which way they voted. She was a Labour MP. Old chap sat there, he's about 80, he's got a fag on, a couple of little bags on a park bench. She went to speak to him, and he would not tell her which way he voted, right stubborn, whatever. And she come back to me and says, Lee, go and have a word with him, because he's an ex-coal miner, he might tell you. So I went over to him. I says, look mate, which way do you vote? He says, we started talking about our pit days, we worked at the same pit. He said, I'm going to be honest with you mate, I vote Conservative, I vote Tory. I said, well why is that? You're an ex-miner, trade unionist, you live in a solid Labour area. Why do you vote Conservative? It's like beyond, what we can comprehend. I said, I'll tell you why I vote Conservative, because in the early 80s, I'm in my 40s, I've got 2 kids who go to Ashfield School, which is my school. My missus works in a local factory, which is the factory where my mum works and my sisters. It says now I'm working at a local pit, Sutton Colliery, which is where I worked. We live in a council house, which we don't own, on Corsica Estate. I've hardly got any money in the bank, just a few £100. And I'm thinking to myself, what's life all about? Why are we here on this planet if this is what I've got? My kids are going to end up in a job that they don't like. I've got a job I don't like. And it says, I felt pretty worthless as a human being. I thought, wow, that's, it really got me, that did. A big, tough coal miner feeling pretty worthless. It says, and then Maggie came along, who we hated with a passion, and says to him, you're not a worthless man, you're a hard-working, decent, law-abiding man, a family man. What I'm going to do is allow you to buy your council house at a discount and give you a financial stake in society. So what he did was, instead of working 5 days a week in a job he hated, he worked 7 days a week and overtime. His missus did. Saved up and he bought his council house. And then he said to me, he says, when I sit on my settee at night, he said, I look out my patio windows, which I've had fitted. I look at my shed, which I've had built. I look at my fish pond, my lawn, my greenhouse and my lovely fence, which I've just creosoted at my own expense. He says, and I think that's all mine and the missus's. And when I die, I can leave something to my children and my grandchildren. And the most telling thing he said, I no longer feel worthless. And I don't cry very much. I was like filling up, thinking, wow, this woman who we hated with a passion, she'd come to this man, not just this man, but hundreds of thousands of families across the country and gave them a financial stake in society, which is all we want. She gave him a hand up, not a hand out, which was incredible. So he's going to his deathbed, he's probably dead now, but he's going to his deathbed knowing that his life has not been worthless. What a wonderful thing that is to do for a human being. And that's when I forgave Maggie.